and welcome to part 2 of this little character design video for Honcho, or Honk. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, this probably isn't going to make a great deal of sense. Anyway, let's personify some weapons. We begin with codename Revolver, an informant from deep within the criminal network, so deep that nobody's quite sure where his allegiances lie. Is he in it for the thrill of the crime? Is he snitching for personal security? Does he just have a crate full of fake Rolexes to shift? Probably yes. Revolver is your prototypical spiv. He will sell you information so long as you also buy a cheap clock and some cigars that he found at a nearby motorway accident. Completely unrelated, you can't prove anything. Contacting this informant at the party is slightly tricky because they're always on edge, not helped by the free supplies of whiskey and the very lax attitude to indoor smoking going on at the soiree. Regardless, he has information, and we have money. It's a match made in heaven. Or should I say, several dozen knockoff lighters made in heaven. Well, China, they're made in China. He scraped off the maker's mark so you can't tell, but they are. Codename Wrench is done with this schnitzel. Fix this, repair that. It's your fault this broke. Why is water coming through my ceiling? This isn't related to me shooting the floor yesterday, is it? No, I'm not replacing the piping. This is coming out of your pay. Stop being selfish. Who needs a pension? What do you mean your name isn't Mario? She isn't even a plumber. She's a bodyguard. She just philanthropically fixed a burst pipe one day and now, hey, you're a plumber, right? Either way, she just wants to see this whole place burn down, and quite frankly, I don't blame her. Although how it will burn down with its myriad leaks is beyond me, but Wrench looks like she'll find a way, or bludgeon everyone trying. Maybe she'll get an opportunity to become a real plumber and pump some lead into some unsuspecting criminals. Speaking of lead, our next informant is codename Lead Pipe. Now, Lead Pipe is... I'm sorry about that. Okay, so this is Lead Pipe, and he's I'm so sorry. It's just this person is so dull. Right, okay, focus. Lead Pipe is, man? Maybe? Person, certainly. Well, probably, we're not sure. Nobody's ever left a conversation with them, either with any knowledge of anything said, or, awake. Luckily, the information they have for us is on paper, so that's handy, I guess. I mean, I made the whole dictionary cornered thing as like a joke, but I'm starting to think it's more interesting than this. Can we just cut? Okay, I'm awake. Right, so, next up, we have codename Rope. Not strictly affiliated with the organisation itself, they were just hired to set up the Wi-Fi network in the mansion, and boy, did they find some dirt while they were there. I mean, criminal dirt. They found a lot of other dirt, as it were, in Green's browsing history, but it's best not to think about that. They alerted the agency as soon as possible, and now they're just desperately stalling for time to convince the owners that they need to be there during the party so that we can contact them. They absolutely do not belong in this environment. Just look at them. I'm really quite worried about them. Fortunately, Wrench's bodyguard instincts cut in, and she's doing a good job of keeping the likes of Reverend Green away from Rope, because, boy howdy, that wouldn't end well, would it? That's a lot of cables you got there, Rope. Please, don't get tangled. I'm sure the allure of bringing down a major criminal organisation, or indeed just the intrigue associated with infiltrating a criminal party, is enough for you to want to win this game, but honestly, just look at Rope. You need to win for their sake. Please. Next up, we have codename Candlestick, our inside man in the criminal organisation. He's in deep cover and has been for some time, and quite frankly, we have no idea how. I mean, look at this guy. Does he look inconspicuous? He's like a human lighthouse. Candlestick is one of a common breed of modern secret agents, concocted from a mixture of white boy confidence, theatre kid bravado, and having watched far too many James Bond films. Don't get into a conversation with him unless you really want to hear about his proposed musical adaptation of Octopussy, assuming of course you can hear it through the definitely real moustache. Equipped with a state-of-the-art earpiece, concealed microphone, and hidden camera, and not equipped with the understanding of how to conceal those things, Candlestick has somehow managed to acquire enough information to bring down one of the head honchos, nay honks. I suspect he just has a lot of money, and they're just putting up with him because he likes throwing it away. I mean, that's why we codenamed him Candlestick, because he just burns through money. Wait, what? What? What do you mean the hair? What? Oh! And finally, we have code name Knife. Much like Wrench, this is a lady who has well and truly had enough, but Knife's been having enough for half a dozen decades at this point. Personal assistant and administrative punching bag to the honcho, she wields a letter opener with as much relish as she wields the harboured desire to use that letter opener for something more obnoxious than letters. I mean, don't get me wrong, we are glad that we contacted Knife prior to the party. We suspect that if one more guest had asked her to refresh their drink, or clean that stain, or shine their shoe, or fetch their scarf, or file their taxes, or make their taxes go away, or dust that cobweb away, or polish their buttons, or wash their plate, or hold their phone, or laugh at their joke, or reach that book, or change that bowl, or light their cigar, or deliver this letter, or fetch yet another drink, or put this in a safe, or get this out of the safe, or taste their food for poison, then there wouldn't have been much of the guest list left, besides a thin film of pulp. Fortunately for everybody involved, particularly Knife's long-suffering but quite financially stable therapist, she took the opportunity to prefer what information that she had to bring this whole thing down around the bloody lot of them. And that's it! That's your lot. The guest list from hell. Well, at least purgatory. If you enjoyed this, do let me know. I'm sure there's plenty more scenes I can render at this horrific party, lots of spy gadgets to illustrate and rooms to furnish and so on. And a heartfelt and quite hefty thank you to my patrons, who not only keep me company through the making of these videos, but also preferred suggestions for some of the characters, and on whom I entirely place the blame for the existence of Reverend Green. It seems on every project I do, there's something peculiar going on. Get in the bin with old man Cabbage's Green. I'm sure you'll get on like a proverbial house on literal fire. But hey, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please do let me know the sort of things you'd like to see in future videos, either in the comments or on Twitter or whatever your internet theatre of choice may be. Please remember to look after yourselves, at least as well as Wrench is looking after Rope. I do kind of ship them. I hope you have a wonderful day, and goodbye. Oh dear, word of advice, don't pretend to yawn when you're recording lines, because you just end up actually yawning, and now I'm bloody knackered. Yay.